everybody, let me tell you about Homestuck. Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that because if you know Homestuck, you know why. So today I wanted to make a video which may be a little bit stupid, maybe a little bit logical, I don't know, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So if you are anything like a vast part of the world right now, I feel, and you are absolutely covered in snow, everything. Like, I mean, obviously South Africa, Africa, although I heard that it snowed in South Africa 3 or 4 weeks ago, which is crazy since it's the middle of the summer there. But you know, well, it's actually ending summer now, beside the point. And of course not Australia, but like I've heard that it's in the majority of the states, quite a few Asian countries, and the vast majority of Europe. Everywhere it's just bloody snowing. Yes. My lipstick really isn't as dark as I'd like it to be today. I thought it was gonna look darker in the mirror. Well, tough luck. If you're anything like that, you're probably cold. And if you're anything like me in particular, and bloody hate snow and wish you were literally anywhere else but here, anywhere, as long as it doesn't snow, of course, then welcome. I feel your pain. Cold is shit, and anything underneath plus 5 degrees Celsius is shit and should not have any right of existence. But that is just my opinion. Feel free to disagree. But the biggest problem for me, while being goth, is that it's fucking cold outside. Because I'm one of those goths, but even if I weren't goth, I'm just one of those girls who, well, woman actually, I guess. I'm a woman now. Yeah. But I really like skirts, and I really like dresses, and I really like a lot of fancy shit. And it's tough to do that shit when it's -20 outside. And thank God right now it's not -20, but it was quite a few days ago. And a few days ago I checked, and apparently it was supposed to be -25 this week, but then I checked today and it's supposed to be +7. So I don't know how that happens, but I'm really hoping for the +7 option and not the -25, because I think I'd freeze to death in my own apartment and die if you don't hear from me again. That's probably what happened, by the way, just letting you know. But it doesn't even matter if you're goth or not. I mean, if you're not goth, then these things might not help you out, but if you are goth, or I don't know, have a style similar to mine, these things help me keep warm when I have to go outside, for instance, to do shopping, or because I'm going to the lab, or I don't really leave my house for any other reason nowadays. But yes, so if you have to go outside and you're anything like me, here's what I do to not freeze my ass off and die in a puddle of my own blood. Frozen blood. What am I even saying? I'm just so angry that it's cold. I hate it. I want some. The first thing is absolutely fucking ingenious in my opinion, because it's so stupid that it's smart. Big brain, like pff, exploding big brain, basically. And that is, okay, maybe I'll just put a quick intro, but if you're anything like me, well, I don't know, probably not, I don't know, but I really like long skirts and long dresses, which is sad because I really like showing people my tattoos, but I prefer wearing long things. Like, I know, I prefer to cover myself up a bit more. I don't mind showing cleavage, but I prefer to cover myself when it comes down, like, you know, my legs and stuff, which once again is stupid because I want to show people my tattoos, but then I want to wear a long dress. I don't know, never mind, stupid, never mind. But the fact is that I really like wearing long skirts and long dresses, which is super bloody convenient when it's -20 outside, because instead of putting tights, which are shit and do not help me keep warm at all. I mean, obviously, if I had like a lot of money and could buy myself winter tights, I'd probably buy myself warm winter tights, but for some fucking ridiculous reason, because technically this is a cold country in Europe, that technically it snows and technically it's cold, we shouldn't have to pay a lot of money for winter tights that are very thick. And yet they cost as much as I take for an hour of tutor lessons. Sometimes even more than that. And I'm not willing to give that much money on tights. So, what I do is, I put on, seriously, this is ingenious, I put on pants, trousers. Underneath my skirt, underneath my dress, I put on trousers. And then I put on like Doc Martens style boots, because I need to have like 2 or 3 pairs of shoes because I'm a poor student. I mean, I'm not poor, but I'm not exactly, you know, drowning in money. Yeah, so, yeah, I put on my Doc Martens style, not Doc Martens actually, but Doc Martens style boots, or generally just boots, and, you know, put the trousers inside them, so you, even if like the skirt comes up a little bit, you don't see that the trousers underneath there, and voila! I mean, at least in my case, trousers make me feel warmer than tights, but even if you're really, really cold, it's way easier and way more pleasurable, that sounds weird, to put tights underneath trousers than layer on tights. So I just put on trousers, or if you're that cold, you can put on tights and then trousers on top of that, and then cover it with a long dress or long skirts. When I say long, I mean like to the ground type of long. So yes, it's like I said, so genius that it's dumb, or rather it's so dumb that it's genius. But I don't know, maybe someone will say, hey, you know what, I didn't think about it, and that sounds big brain, just a tad bit, I don't know. The second thing, if you're goth, maybe it could work if you're not goth, I don't know. I haven't not dressed in this particular way for so long that I don't even know how normal people dress anymore, but layering is your best friend, and when you're goth, layering is so easy because there's so much shit you got lying around anyway that you can put on and you look cool and no one cares. So it's like I said, you could layer on, like even if you have a shorter dress, skirt, like I do now, you could layer on tights onto tights, you know, but that's not going to be as comfortable because at least in my case, the tight ring kind of just squishes on my tummy and it hurts after a few hours, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But, you know, you could do that. But also, like, a cool thing is that if you're anything like me in my style of clothing, you're gonna have a lot of things. You're gonna have tights, you're gonna have fishnets, you're gonna have knee-high socks, you're gonna have over-knee-high socks. I don't know. Just put all that shit on. All of it. All of it. And there's so much, because like if you put tights on tights, I mean, at least in my case, it's gonna hurt my tum-tum. But, you know, if you put on tights, and then you put on fishnets, which even like the rubber that goes around your tummy is usually pretty loose, at least the ones I have. And you know, I have some really thick fishnets where the eyes are like very small, so like they're fishnets, but they actually keep you warm. And on top of that, you put on knee-high socks, you know, so it's gonna be like 3 layers up onto your knee. And since my winter coat reaches my knee, the moment it stops, I get a 3rd layer down, so pretty nice and snug and cozy. Also, the same goes for like up here, right? So you can put on a shirt. You can put a shirt over the shirt, like goths in the early 2000s. Wasn't that such a beautiful period? That's the period of my childhood. Now I know all the millennials, I mean, I'm a millennial too, but that's beside the point. I'm the later millennial. My childhood was vastly the very early 2000s. But yeah, it's a beautiful period. I know the 90s kids can say, oh, the 90s were the coolest. Yeah, they probably were, but Britney Spears and the early 2000s and Who Let the Dogs Out were pretty damn cool as well. Thank you very much. Just my opinion. So you can look like the early 2000s goths with a shirt on a shirt, and then you can put on underneath those 2 shirts, you can put on a fishnet shirt, and on top of that shirt and the other shirt and the fishnet shirt, you can put on gothic gloves that reach up onto here. You're gonna look fucking crazy, but that's how goths look anyway. I mean, today I'm looking pretty normal, but that's because I'm teaching, and like my kids know that I'm goth, and my kids don't care, but you know, I don't want to go too over the top because I don't know what their parents' reaction would be. You know, don't worry, I teach online, but you never know. So, you know, layering up is your best friend, and especially if you're goth, no one cares, no one gives a shit, no one will even notice. So layering up is your best friend. Yes. So those are just my 2 tips on how to keep keep warm during winter. I know, nothing too big brain, nothing too genius, but I don't know. I thought I'd share my opinions on here for no reason. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this. Next week maybe I'll have something nicer. I hope. I'm getting quite a little bit too much work going on right now again, so I don't know if I'll actually manage to keep up with this schedule of uploading every week. maybe we shall see, but yes, but if I will, then next week maybe I'll have something a little bit better and smarter to say than how to layer up your clothes. But oh, also one other thing, there are some chokers that are out of material and not out of like metal, and they're very, very thick and they're very long. So I have some chokers that start off here and go down, way down here and like into the cleavage, like out of black material. And also like a good thing is to layer up a lot of thick jewelry to keep yourself warm. Yes! Alright, that is it. Yes, I hope you enjoy this. Leave a comment so that I can talk to you guys, because I like talking to you guys, because I don't know why talk to people, you know, when you can talk to absolute strangers, you know what I mean? Fun times. But yeah, I just enjoy interactions with you guys. I don't know, y'all are always nice, and a lot of people I know in the country live in generally just aren't very nice to me. I mean, then again, I don't know how nice I am to them, but I don't care. But never mind. Why am I even saying these things? Never mind. Okay, I'll see you next week. Love you. Bye. Mwah.